Hello guys, I'm going to show you a game today played between Alexander Alekhine and Leon Kussman. This game was in a simultaneous exhibition played in New York, and Alexander is playing as white and Leon Kussman is playing as black. It's interesting because Alexander takes advantage of a small inaccuracy in the opening, because Alexander Alekhine was a very strong opening theoretician. So he takes advantage of the inaccuracy that Kussman does. But let's see the game. It starts off with d4, d5, knight to f3, knight to f6, c4, e6, so the queen's gambit declined. We have knight to c3, c5, the semi-Tarrasch defense, c takes d5, e takes d5. This is the inaccuracy. Alekhine says that knight takes is a lot better, because white just gets too much out of the position with e takes d5. But he does. We have bishop g5, bishop b6, and Alexander captures the knight on f6. We have queen takes f6 and e4. And he's given Kussman a lot of options. This is e takes d5 is the threat, and the best move is to capture the e4 pawn, so he does. We have bishop b5 check, and he replies with bishop d7. It's actually better to capture or to block the check with the knight, but it still leads for an advantage to white. So knight takes e4 with the tempo on the queen, queen g6, and bishop takes d7. Bishop takes d7, and Alekhine can free the castle because the knight can not be captured. Because of if he captures, then rook e1 wins the queen. But we have bishop d7 blocking the check, and we have knight takes e4 with the tempo on the queen. We have queen b6 attacking the bishop, bishop takes d7 check, knight takes d7. We have castles, c takes d4, because he didn't really want to allow Alekhine to push d5, which is kind of a lesser evil than what he goes for. We have, anyways, we have c takes d4, knight takes d4, rook d8, knight to f5, knight to e5 with the tempo on the queen, queen e2, g6, and this g6 move is a huge blunder. So Alekhine plays queen b5 check, sacrificing the queen, and of course the queen can't be captured, because if it captures, then you get knight to f6 checkmate. It's a very beautiful mate. Okay. Yeah, so we have queen b5 check, and he blocks the check with knight d7. So now he plays rook f to e1, still offering his queen, but it still, of course, can't be captured because it's still the same checkmate. So after rook f to e1, we have bishop b4, attempting to try and attack the rook and possibly stop it. But we have rook to knight to f6 double check, so the king has to move. And we have king f8. We have knight takes d7 check, forking the queen and the king, so it has to be captured. We have rook takes d7, and in this position, Alekhine plays queen e5. And in this position, Kussman resigned, because Alekhine is threatening at least 3 checkmates. Queen e8 checkmate, queen g7 checkmate, and queen takes h8 checkmate. And he resigned because there's just no point in even trying to stop, even with the best moves, and doing something silly like capturing the f2 pawn with the queen is still mate in 5 moves. But I hope you guys enjoyed the game. It's a miniature, but it's one of my favorites. It's a very beautiful game, I think, in my opinion. I don't know, I just think it's interesting how Alekhine takes advantage of a very small inaccuracy. It just goes to show how good Alekhine was with opening opening theory. Uh, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe for more, like and share, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.